How does Jesus Christ will be a fetus? What does he think? Well, in Hebrews 10 and in Hebrews 6, you will see Jesus speaks about Son who trampled him under their feet. It is written in Hebrews 10. The Son trampled the Son of God under their feet. And in Hebrews 6 it is written about the Son who crucified him again. About God it is written in Isaiah that he is afflicted in all our afflictions. You can't be afflicted without God participating in your afflictions. And he is afflicted, we have seen what is done to a child. And he remembers, I was such a child. I was such a child. Even Joseph wished to leave her. Even he, in a certain moment, suspected her. Then he remembered I was a babe. And he was the king. And he would say now, the High Court, or the Congress, or the Senate. So he was the king, had taken the decision to kill me, and when he hears it's not so much the act of abortion, but the thought which goes before him, and the child hears it in the mother's womb. They must get rid of him, let us kill him, and the child hears all this plot. And I would recommend to all of you, see the last issue of Life magazine, the issue for July. There is a conversation with a certain Mrs. Daniel Brown, who committed abortion. She says, when I wrote in my belly, at the moment of the abortion, all right, thank you. Thank you. Yes, thank you. When I wrote my belly, I felt the child inside to be so hard, like it rolled backward. It did not wish that it should happen, and it tried to hide himself, the child. So the child knew that the abortion comes. She tells it. A very interesting article in Life magazine. So we don't listen to God, we don't listen to the child, we don't listen to Jesus. To whom we listen? We talk about abortion instead of listening. If we will learn to be silent and hear these voices and thank God for the years in solitude, we have learned to listen. Then I listened to many. This is a reminder of prison time, so don't mind it if I cough a little bit. I've learned to be joyous in all circumstances. In Romania, we have a problem. As long as a man coughs, no priest can bury him. So, I'm not scared. When I cough, I'm all right for the time being. I interrupt sometimes my thought with such a joyous word, but I remain at this earnest subject. We have to learn to listen to God, to listen to nature, to listen to Jesus, and to listen. I've been with so many couples who divorced. The children were not asked. If you would ask the child of 3 or 4, do you wish to remain without mommy or without father? They are not asked. We take decisions which involve them too. And they separate themselves. And so we take this decision without thinking about it. But we have to enlarge our scope. We do well to fight this killing. It is not the only killing of innocents which goes on in the world now. We have heard that communism is finished. It is not true that it is finished. Every 5th person in the world is under communism. There are 5 billion men in the world, 1 billion are in China. And in China there is now terrible communist terror. I told you already about men who are there since 40 years in prison. And But the terrible prison, one who was there, admitted there was a joke wedding. A Chinese was being 22 years in Tibetan jails. He went to Tibet to preach, there they caught him. He was now a man of around 70, a pastor, and he told how they tied his hands behind his back so that he could not move, he could not defend himself. And then they shoved over his head buckets with human waste and with human urine. They shoved it over him. Then they gave him food. They could not give it in his hands because his hands were tied behind the back. They threw the food on the floor and he gave his dogs. And he had to bow down to the earth and to lick this food, but his lips were filled with human waste and all this. Things like this are happening in China now. The names of those who are in jail, etc. But now the interesting thing, as I begin to tell you about abortion, that it is a crime, but it has also a joyous part. In this creation of the world, everything is a joyous part. Death must not be only a tragedy, it is the entrance in a new life. And Ecclesiastes says that these aborted children, who are completely innocent, it is a terrible crime. But they are in heaven now, they are safe. So suffering in communist jails, in Chinese jails, was such a terrible thing like this. As a joyous part. He told us about these buckets with waste and about so many tortures. And then we asked him, but brother, how could you bear all these things? And he began to sing. In America, I found a kind of birds which don't exist in my country. In my country, birds sing every day. Lots of nightingales sing every day in America too. But there is one kind of birds which sings only once a week, the American Christians. They sing only on Sunday. Even if it is right to sing to God, they sing every day. It is not right, don't sing even on Sunday. In prison, we sang every day. And we sang being accompanied by musical instruments. They did not give us mandolins or violins, it would have been too expensive for the communists. But they gave us instruments that put chains on our hands and on our feet. And we discovered that chains are splendid musical instruments. We could sing. This is the day, clink clang, clink clang. This is the day, clink clang, clink clang. Which the Lord has made, clink clang, clink clang. Which the Lord has made, clink clang, clink clang. Let us rejoice, clink clang, and be glad in it. And when I asked this brother, how could you bear 22 years of such treatment? I did not tell you everything which he told us about the tortures. He began to sing. He replied singing. Though our ultra man is perishing, yet the inward man is being renewed day by day. That is from 2 Corinthians 4:17. For our mind affliction, which is but for a moment, is working for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory. 22 years in Chinese jails, a light affliction, which is but for a moment. How do we take our afflictions? How do we take our afflictions? That is how it took 22 years to work for him a moment, a light affliction. One told me, I must divorce, I can't bear it anymore, I'm married since 6 years, I'm fed up. She talks and talks and talks and talks and nags me, the whole time, day and night she nags me. I said, what is your occupation? He said, I'm working in a factory, so how many hours a day do you 8 hours a day you work, 2 hours it takes you to arrive to job, you back and to shop some things, so 10 hours are gone. 8 hours a day you sleep, makes 18 hours. So she can buy you only 6 hours.